Hi,
Hi.
it's so nice to see you. Why don't you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Yes, I am Leonardo Frescobaldi. I am representing the 29th generation of my family.
The
Uh,
29th, Janet.
29,
Oh my
29.
gosh.
And I am the president of my company. And I have been enjoying wine for many, many years. And I still consider that I was very fortunate and privileged to be born in a family where wine was a part of our lifestyle.
So,
But
how many generations back is 29?
29.
What year does that take you to?
Well, that goes back to the 14th century.
14th
14th
century. My
century.
goodness. Does the
When
family still have drawings or etchings or things from
we
that
have
era?
in
Really?
archives that goes back even to the 12th century.
Really?
Before getting into the wine business, we were merchant and we were bankers. As some Florentine family in those years, they were very successful in that activity. So after 2 centuries of being merchant and bankers, we decided to enter into the into the land, into the agriculture, and that was when we start devoting our time and passion to the wine and to growing vineyards and to produce wine.
And is the physical location now the same place where that history has come
Some
from?
of the state
Uh
that
huh.
they were, for instance, the state of Castiglione, that is the oldest property of my family, and that has a 7th century of history with my family. That is really the oldest. Then, I mean, we bought and we develop and we expand the
Right.
number of property. Mostly they are all in Tuscany, but in the year 2000 we bought also an estate in Friuli, that is a location northeast of Italy, a region where some of the top white wine from Italy are
I was
produced.
just going to say that is a place where my heart goes when I think of white wines.
Exactly, exactly, and that is why we were very thrilled and interested. I mean, to get that experience. So it was an opportunity that we were very pleased to take it.
Well, I think it's so interesting because I think Americans are just starting to discover the beauty of the white wines coming from that region. And I think it comes from drinking wines from New Zealand, crisper white wines, crisper Sauvignon Blancs in the US, things like steel produced wines that suddenly now they're turning their palates to Italy for white wines because
And this
it's very
place
new.
that is called Friuli,
Hmm.
Friuli, it has really a great talent to produce some of the finest Pinot Grigio. And our estate is called Attems. The owner is a very old Austrian family, and we bought that company in the year 2000, and we are very pleased, I mean, to have this opportunity.
And those wines are now
And
available in
now
the
available,
US.
yes.
And the price point for the US
Price
consumer?
point, I would say, is about 20, $22. I mean,
Perfect. That's great.
and then that is a good complement to our Toscan red portfolio. That is coming from different estates. Today I was here to present the top wine of Frescobaldi, that is called Mormoreto. And we had a very interesting exercise because we pair Mormoreto together with some top wine and produce in Napa and in Bordeaux.
And I love the comparison, by the way.
Well,
It was such a privilege for us.
it was, we wanted to try to tell and to demonstrate how it's important is the origin in trying to know better the style and the character of each wine. And that is all what we wanted to demonstrate.
And are there very old vines in this vineyard?
In the vineyards of Mormoreto, the vines they were planted in the year 1970,
Oh, so they are
76.
quite old, yeah.
So today I presented the vintage 2006. So the vine has for that vintage 30 years of age.
And is this the first release in America?
No, the first release, no.
Was
No,
a few
this
years.
is the 24 release.
Oh, I see, okay.
So we started with the first vintage of Mormoreto was 1983. And since that time, every vintage we try, to do always better, and because
Right.
we don't want to sit in our success, but we want every years to make a new success and to get better and better and to try to to reach a higher quality of level every vintage.
Well, what I loved about it is that it was paired with a beautiful olive oil coated pasta with the light veal and arugula. And I love red wine with anything with food that's olive oil
I also
based.
like red wine, even with fish. For
Yes, me too.
red wine is the essence of pleasure.
Yes.
And also is great because we can sit at the table and develop a new friendship and meeting people, and that is the wonderful things about wines. I mean.
Well, you've been all over the world introducing your wines, and we are at one of the finest Italian restaurants in Los Angeles for this experience. So for me personally, thank you so much for including me in this really momentous afternoon. I get invited a lot of places, but this was really special. Having you here today is really wonderful. Does the Marmetto have a website that people can go see the wine?
Yes, is www.frescobaldi.it.
Okay, great. And
Yeah.
if people are traveling to the region, are there tours and visits available?
Yes, by appointment we can receive.
And if I
visitor.
show up at your door, you'll just remember my face.
Certainly, I mean, how can I forget?
Okay. Well, thank you so much. And I can't wait to have our next conversation over this wine that we're going to taste. It was just lovely, but I've saved a little bit for the end of our meeting. And I'm sorry you're leaving Los Angeles so quickly, but wherever you travel, I'm sure that everyone is left with a smile on their face when they have your wine.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, enjoy.